So I haven't reviewed a speaker in a while. I thought why not freshen things up from the regular tech news segment with a good Bluetooth speaker review. In the studio today we have a speaker from Logitech, the Logitech X300 to be specific. The X300 is small, it's funky and it's easily portable, and it comes in these flashy colors. In terms of design, the X300 takes a rather unconventional approach. It looks quite different from the regular Bluetooth speakers that we see these days. The colors are pretty vibrant, as you can see. I've got the blue color one, teal to be exact. These colors give the speaker a sporty look. The body is made of rubber and plastic and it has a matte finish, which does mean that it will get dirty quite easily, especially if you use the speaker with moist hands. It might even get sticky that way. But the matte finish also gives the speaker a good grip, so it won't slip out of your hand very easily. The front cage is made up of plastic, though it might seem like metal, although metal is maybe a little too much to ask in this price range, but even the plastic seems pretty solid. The speaker on the whole feels very strong. It looks like it could take a few falls. At the same time, it's very light, only weighing about 335 grams. Also, the speaker is very small. It's less than 6 inches in length and 3 inches in breadth and thickness. So you can imagine how small and light it is. In fact, it also fits quite comfortably in my hand. I don't remember the last Bluetooth speaker I used which fit in my hand so comfortably. So it's very portable. The interface of the speaker is very simple with 3 buttons on the top, 2 for controlling the volume on either side, and the Bluetooth connectivity button right down the middle. There's a small pinhole for the mic on top of the Bluetooth button. That's for going hands-free while calls. Towards the back, from the right, we can see the charging input. Beside it, there's a 3.5mm input for connecting your device to the speaker with an aux cable. And towards the left, there is the power button. The power button is kind of built into the skin itself. Therefore, it's not very easy to find with just a touch when you're not looking. You'll have to lift and turn the speaker towards yourself and find it, then press it. Also, the power button is very soft and it's a little hard to press. Like I said earlier, the shape of the X300 is quite distinctive, which doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. Different always doesn't mean bad. In this case, I actually like it quite a bit. If you can see, it has a semi-cylindrical design with a narrow back, giving it sort of a triangle kind of design. Not exactly though, but the design does serve a purpose. If you place it flat horizontally, you can notice that it has a slight arch which gives it a 30-degree angle. So the sound from the speaker will not come straight, rather it will go upwards, which is actually quite ingenious because very rarely do people actually place the speaker at ear level. Usually the speaker is lower or higher, in most cases lower. This way, if you place a speaker at a low point, say on the ground or on a table, the sound will come up and hence will be more audible. And in case you want to place the speaker at ear level, just flip it vertically. There is that option as well. This way the sound comes straight. Talking about sound, if you haven't noticed already, the plastic cage at the front extends all the way up to the sides on both the sides. This is because the X300 has 4 speakers, 1 at each end and 2 at the front. This gives the speaker a surround sound, so it spreads around the room to quite a wide angle. In fact, if you place it against a wall in one side of the room, the sound will spread across the whole room. And in terms of actual sound quality, which is of course the main purpose of the speaker, it's actually quite surprising how loud this small speaker is. I'm not saying that it's the loudest speaker that I've ever heard, but it's quite loud for its size and it should be quite audible for a room full of say 15, 20, 25 people. The bass, I would say, is the highlight of the speaker. Pretty bright and very well balanced. So the bass is reproduced very well on almost all songs that I have heard. Hip hop and pop music are the best genres to listen on the speaker. The clarity of vocals is very good and clear too. Rock and metal music, however, are a little underwhelming on the speaker. Acoustic music is decent, but hard rock or metal is not very clear. There isn't as much as clarity in the music here. It's still decent, but I wouldn't recommend this to someone who would primarily listen to rock or metal on this. But otherwise, on the whole, it's very satisfactory, with major emphasis on songs with more bass as that is the strong suit of the speaker. Coming to battery life, the company promises 5 hours of non-stop audio playback, but this little guy way exceeds that time limit. It gave me more than 7 hours of audio playback and maybe even a little more. I stopped counting after that. Overall, I feel the X300 is a really good speaker. Powerful loud sound, cool design, surprisingly long battery life. So it's quite ideal for taking it with you when you travel. It's very portable. It's good for small gatherings or parties or even open air picnics. And priced at just the late 2000 rupees mark, around 2800 rupees or so, I feel it's quite a good value for money. Although there are a few speakers which have a better sound quality at a lesser price than this. But every speaker has its own pros and cons. I feel the design and battery life of the X300 is much better than those other speakers. So it comes down to personal choice. If you prefer a good battery life or you want your speaker to be more portable, then the X300 could be for you. If not, there are plenty of other options out there as well. So that was the Logitech X300. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and found it helpful. If you did, do like the video and subscribe to Symple Reviews. It does help us in putting more quality content out there for you guys. Also comment below and let us know your thoughts on the X300. If you would buy it or if you prefer something else, what would you recommend? So that was all for now. I'll see you guys next time.